Hello, welcome to You at Heart Foundation Health Series. People tend to be shocked and confused and sometimes show resentment when they hear that somebody they know died by suicide, meaning that they killed themselves. And we often ask these questions, but why would you do so? I just spoke to him and he was fine. He sounded okay. Well, if you want to hear more, continue to like our pages on Facebook, on YouTube, and LinkedIn. Now let's continue. It is estimated that 800,000 people die annually by suicide, meaning that every 40 seconds, someone dies by suicide. It is because of this reason that the World Mental Health Celebration Day focused on suicide prevention. And this is because suicide has become the 20th most leading cause of death among young people aging between 10 to 34 years. People who die by suicide are not aliens. They are like you and I. They have problems. So suicide simply means that when somebody decides to intentionally end their life. And this is often a response to changing life situations or stresses of life. And so how would you know that somebody intends to take their life? Therefore, for young people, the risks may be as a result of past traumatic events, like rape or sexual abuse, or cyberbullying or normal bullying. It could also be as a result of failure in their studies. I'm sure you have heard that people or young people aged 10 or even less have died by suicide as a result of poor grades. And so for young adults, they might want to end their life because of life failures, probably a death of a loved one, or separation for a loved one, or failure at a job or job loss. They could also want to end their life when they feel hopeless or there is an underlying psychiatric condition like depression or anxiety. People will die by suicide when they have a family history of a relative who has ever thought of committing suicide or dying by suicide. How would you know then when someone intends to take their life? Some might not show at all. Some might have thought it or have it well thought of, planned the way to execute it before showing symptoms. And some of the symptoms are simply when someone feels that they are worthless, they are hopeless, they tend to isolate themselves, and some would share their belongings to others. And what are the things that they use in arriving at their final destination, that is death? Some use lethal weapons like a gun, or for Africa or in Ghana, most people use a rat poison or by hanging. It is estimated that for women, they have the suicidal ideations. They have the intent to die by suicide. And often that is a result of a cry for help. And so they think of their children and other things, and then they abort the operation. But for men, they are very likely to do the actual thing by dying, because men are naturally introverted and do not often tell their problems to others. So what can you do if you are feeling suicidal? Talk to a trusted person. Avoid alcohol and abusing other drugs. Take time to relax. Do relaxation techniques like deep breathing or yoga or meditation. You could also check on your health regularly, because it is often said that there's a correlation between our physical health and our mental state. And therefore, if you think that you have gone beyond these symptoms of feeling hopeless and having repeated thoughts of harming yourself, talk to a clinical psychologist, or you can call the National Suicide Helpline on the telephone numbers displayed on your screens. In any way, if you still do not find it comfortable to call the helpline, you could visit any hospital and inquire about meeting a clinical psychologist or go to the mental health unit. I wish you all the best. Remember that when you harm yourself or kill yourself, that is not the end of your problem. And emotions keep switching from good to bad. And so you might be down today, but you will be high tomorrow. And therefore, I wish you all the best. Seek help, confide in someone, and keep listening and sharing our videos on YouTube, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. I wish you all the best. remain mentally healthy. Thank you.